The album is called Some Kind of Trouble, like Michael Jackson's album Bad. That could be a good bad or a bad bad, and it could be good trouble or it could be bad trouble. All Lost Souls, and the last time I met you was 3 years ago, and since that I went on tour for 2 years with my band, and we went absolutely everywhere that we possibly could in a 12-month period. I visited 260 cities. And I went to places like Beirut in Lebanon. I played in Kazakhstan, and had an incredible experience playing to more people than I ever imagined playing to, and having an incredible time. But it definitely takes it out of you. And after that, I stopped. I didn't play a piano, and I didn't play the guitar very much, and really just didn't. I wasn't enjoying it necessarily that much after that period of time, and it was very healthy just to have some time off and go away. And after hanging out with my friends and being treated like a normal human being again, then suddenly I got excited about music again. Stay the Night is the first single. It is a fun, light-hearted song, and perhaps that's what kind of people would like and hope to need from me, coming from my more morose two albums. And you know what? It's quite fun to play too. My first album was about honest, innocent life experiences. I think my second album on a lyrical level was more introverted and reflective about the experiences that I'd gone through in the years from releasing that first album. And it had been a bit of a whirlwind. On a personal level, it had its highs and lows, definitely, which hit home sometimes. But this album seems like a very different thing to me, and it feels much more at ease. My focus was to write some really strong songs based on experiences that I felt were just relatively simple and relatively human, and that were shared experiences with, as I say, with people I knew. And I think, and I guess also I approached it enjoying myself more, and so it had a sense of optimism with it. I think the era I feel I relate to is kind of 1980, bang on, before the cynicism crept in further on, and I think on this album I've obviously wanted to write more up-tempo and energetic, because I've got a live performance to think about, and because I'm fronting a band now, whereas before I was more of a singer-songwriter with a guitar. But it's me, and I can't escape from writing one or two ballads along the way. I think I am, in many ways, much more comfortable now with myself and what I'm doing. Whereas before, I think I did have to write songs in order to express myself. Whereas I think I am probably more at ease with myself, and I think that's probably reflected slightly in the sound of the music. I think I feel more comfortable. I still have my highs and lows, but I feel more at ease capturing those. Wow, I think, the thing that's probably freed me up more than anything is the therapy of having interviews again and again and again, because then that's the thing that you'd have to discuss yourself. So for so many hours at such a level that I'm sure it's the interviews that have been my therapy. Do I miss army life? Yeah, I think there are certain aspects of it that I do, and that was that it was very simple and it was quite pure. It was to do with life and death, and decisions were based on generally life and death, and a mission and achieving that mission. And then I've come into the music business, where it should be quite pure. It should be to do with the music that you're doing and conveying that to an audience, and engaging with them, and perhaps sharing emotions through that, and that connection. And of course, at times, the music business instead is to do with more fickle things and more meaningless things, the notion of what is fashionable and not fashionable, what's deemed as cool and what is not cool. So the heart of it is definitely sometimes hard to find, but I have found that when I'm on tour, because then the focus is about a true audience who have probably gone out and got your album or have heard it in some way and want to hear it, and so again it becomes a true experience again, and one that I really enjoy. And it has many similarities to the army, because I'm back in my tank and it's slightly bigger, it's the tour bus, and with a band and crew who are reliant on each other. Those are the bits that I enjoy, and perhaps it's because they're more similar to my experiences in the army. I've obviously had to sing "You're Beautiful" everywhere I've gone to, and it will follow me around forever. And is that a is that a burden in a way, or is that a bad thing? You know, I'm pretty lucky to have had something like that in the first place, aren't I? That has made that first album go in the way that it does. That will then it will will be the mainstay of my career. Probably it will be the backbone, or the a foundation book. Um, I once at a radio station didn't play that song when they wanted me to, and and I still regret that. That was 3 years ago, and I still think I'm a fool for not playing that song to them, because they would have enjoyed it, and that's what they wanted, and for all the things that might go on in my mind about wanting to be something or someone different, taken seriously in some different kind of vein. That's what they wanted, and that's what I am, and I should have given them that, and so I will from now, and I will enjoy it. I think I really know when I've written a good song, but I definitely don't know when I've written a hit song that will work on radio, because I think the two are really different. And I have, in the past, chosen singles and forced them to my record label and said, this has to be a single, and every time I've done that, I've been absolutely wrong. And so now I know that I make an album that I love, that I'm excited by. Beyond that, then my record company go and sell it, and the singles that they choose are a surprise and often a disappointment. But that's the way it must be, and that's why you hire professionals in the first place, if that's what you're going to do. I really love playing live, because to lose oneself in a song is an incredible experience, and I always go on stage sober, but I always feel high through the process. Some Kind of Trouble is finished, and I really like it. Beyond that, I hope other people like it too, and we're putting dates in for 2011, and hopefully that will carry on, and we'll jump on our bus and we'll go on tour, and I will see you in 3 years' time.